All right, everybody, welcome back to Gettin Outdoors Radio Network. We are live at Roland Cooper State Park for the second weekend of the West Central Alabama River Alligator Hunt. We just got through with night number 5, and we had 8 alligators brought in last night. The biggest one was 12.3, 5.38. We had a 10.5, 3.29 brought in. I will have all of them posted after the show on my Facebook page, so you can go look at them with pictures. I got some good pictures, and I'll have all that up on my Gettin Outdoors Facebook page. We got Mike Clelland sitting in with us. Mike is the Alabama Power Company environmental specialist, and he's in charge of all environmental stewardship with Alabama Power Company, state of Alabama. Our local manager, Floyd, is sitting in with us, just named as Alabama Mover and Shaper for Wilcox. What is that, Floyd? What have you moved and shaped?
I feel like I'm being moved and shaken. I don't know exactly what it means.
Well, congratulations. From the list of people you were in there with, it's quite an honor to be named that, so congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's good to have a little spotlight on Wilcox County. I know Mayor Cresswell and all the people like John Clyde Riggs who are trying to get more industry in the county. It's good to have a little attention. Well,
I tell you what, it's a joy now to come to the Roland Cooper State Park. These people got it open, doing such a great job with it, and we about lost this park, man, and it would have been a setback if we had it. So I'm glad it's back rolling like it ought to be.
I hadn't been down here in a while, but it kind of reminds me of when they opened up.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? They really got it looking good. And you know, Floyd, what a coat of paint, look at it, a coat of paint and some light fixtures will make things look a whole lot better.
And the new signs.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's talk, what I got y'all on here, and Mike Clelland has been alligator hunting. He's got a tag, and I'm not going to haze him too much because he ain't filled a tag, because I know it's a few more in here like that. But you've been hunting every night, Mike. What we want to talk about today, and Alabama Power Company, and Freddie Padilla is one of my sponsors and has supported this show so well, Alabama Power Company. So I always like to put y'all on the spotlight, because you know you can't say enough good things about what Alabama does for the environment in the state of Alabama. And one of the things that is, and Mike, you've been on it before, is the Renew the Rivers program. Let's talk about that. I got it. Let me just read this. Renew the Rivers was began in 2000 as a community river cleanup organized by the Alabama Power Company employees from Plant Gettin, concerned about litter found along the Coosa River. It was founded by Gene Pfeiffer. The program is now one of the nation's largest river cleanups, including river systems across Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and Florida. For each cleanup, Alabama Power works with local community partners, volunteers, and organizations. Since its inception, more than 110,000 volunteers have removed some 15 million pounds of trash from our waterways across the Southeast. And in 2017 alone, more than 4,700 volunteers removed more than 295,000 pounds of trash and debris from Alabama waterways. That's a pretty impressive number. You ought to be proud of that, Mike. And I believe you told me, though, it's beginning to go down and it's making a difference.
Well, you know, the participation's not going down. We're still having the numbers of volunteers, but the overall poundage each year seems to be declining since about 2008.
Yeah.
And of course, we're in the 19th year of this program, and that's a long time for a program to stay successful and consistent. And it's done that strictly because of the volunteer participation. And next year we're going to have our 20th anniversary. We're trying to plan something a little special. It's going to be a really fun season next year.
Well, I know y'all were on the Alabama River last year. I don't see one scheduled this year for the Alabama River, but
we were on the Alabama River on the upper end around Autauga and Lowndes County early in the year.
Yeah.
In February.
Okay. Yeah.
We just didn't have one scheduled on this part like we did last year. Later in the year, hopefully, especially since we have the 20th year coming up, that we can get a special one coming up this next spring.
Boy, I tell you, I really enjoyed seeing that. Talk about the equipment. You're in charge. I guess you bring those big barges and the crane boat. Talk about that equipment, what y'all do, and I guess y'all have to weigh all that trash to get this data right here.
Well, we do most all of the the waste management companies that come in and provide dumpsters, and they'll haul it off and get a weight. And so that's how we get weights for all of our cleanups that we have. Our equipment, we have two 24-foot open deck barges, or really big pontoon boats, and we have another one that's a little bit the same length, but it's a little bit heavier, and it holds a crane that we use when we've been told there's big items like refrigerators, channel marker buoys that's been maybe knocked off course by a barge or something like that, or like last year we moved a floating dock that got in the way of the entrance of Rolling Cooper State Park.
I tell y'all cleaned the entrance of Rolling Cooper State Park like it ain't never been cleaned since they backed the water up, man. That was a great job y'all did.
But if we wouldn't have had that crane that we could hook straps to, and it would have been, we could have got it, but it would have taken a lot longer, and that really helped us that day.
Well, I tell you what, it's called Renew Our Rivers, and I was looking, let me just go over the schedule. August the 25th, which is next weekend, you're going to be on Neely Henry Lake, and September the 10th through the 11th on Smith Lake, and September the 14th on Smith Lake, and then September the 13th, Village Creek. Where is that?
That's a tributary that runs Birmingham and Bayview Lake, and it's on the western side of Birmingham. It's a big tributary to the Black Warrior River, and so it flows to a highly populated area, so it carries a lot of trash into like Bankhead Lake, and so it's a really good event. We had one on Valley Creek as well that's similar in the same area that we have a lot of success with.
And this right here is what I want everybody listening to me over in Marengo County, Sumter County, all over there, on September the 28th and 29th at Lake Demopolis. And that's what the lady at the Alabama Power Company would want me to come broadcast the show that morning from that cleanup over there. That's going to be in Demopolis, and volunteers are needed. Let's see, Jesse Johnson is who you need to contact, and all this, I'll put all this information on my Facebook page, but what is the website you go to?
Well, you can go to apcshorelines.com, which is a power company shorelines website. It has information on all of our lakes, and there's a tab for fishing, a tab for all the lakes and maps, but also Renew Our Rivers, and you can click on that and it will lead you through to find the schedule and contact information. And
I'm going to just run through them right quick. In October, another one at Smith Lake at Wilson County. Then October the 9th at Dog River down in Mobile County. Lake Mitchell, October the 27th on the Coosa River. October the 23rd through the 25th, R.L. Harris, Tallapoosa River, Lake Wadawi. October the 29th through November the 2nd, Neely Henry up on the Coosa River. And November the 2nd through the 3rd, Lake Martin at Tallapoosa River at Lake Martin. All y'all listening this morning on Kicks 96.3, put that date on your calendar. November the 3rd, John Thompson is who you contact up there at Alexander City, 334-399-3289. Renew the Rivers. I tell you what, y'all doing a great job, and that's a full-time job, ain't it, Mike?
Unfortunately. Yeah. I say that because of the amount of trash we get, but hopefully one day we can not have to worry about picking up. We can just do a boat ride.
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot of trash in the river that is accidental trash.
Sure. And
I'd like to think most of it's accidental. Blow out a boat and people don't turn around and get it. But I have seen some folks that just neglect to carry a trash bag with them, and it adds up when you got 400 or 500 boats on the river. That trash adds up quick.
And we still feel like that the majority of the trash that we find in the rivers, like bottles, cans, and the small floating items, is barely being washed in from the side of the roads.
Yeah,
that's really where the problem is. Most of the outdoorsmen and sportsmen aren't throwing things in the water. Now the refrigerators and the big tires we find, now that obviously didn't float.
Well, that's high water gets that. Yeah. Probably high water gets it and makes it come down.
That's right.
Hey y'all, we're going to take a break. We're talking with Mike Clelland with Alabama Power Company, Renew Our Rivers, and Floyd Harris, our local Alabama Power Company manager that has got Yeti coolers 40% off. They're getting out of the Yeti cooler business if you're in the market. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Getting Outdoors Radio Network. All right, everybody, welcome back to Getting Outdoors Radio Network. We're live at Rolling Cooper State Park. Got Mr. Floyd Harris and Mr. Mike Clelland with the Alabama Power Company. Renew Our Rivers is what we've been talking about. We got a big event scheduled in Demopolis next month, Mike. Let's talk about that. Let's kind of That's right in our listening area. Everybody listening is in driving distance, unless you're listening up in Alexander City on Kicks 96.3. You can go to the, I guess it'll go out of the Demopolis City Landing. It will, and we have it scheduled for the 28th and 29th of September. The 28th, on that Friday, will be more of a day that's Greene County employees and us, some of our crew will have, and we'll be going out and targeting larger items that day. And then Saturday is the day we really push for a lot of the volunteers. We get hopefully a lot of high school students come out with their organizations and other groups. And we have boats. The Corps of Engineers will be there and have boats. And we'll take volunteers out, 2.5, 3 hours. We'll pick up a lot of trash. We'll come back and we'll have lunch. And you supply everything, the picker-uppers, the trash bags, and it is everything the Alabama Power Company supplies.
Yes, and everybody that volunteers will get a T-shirt for volunteering, and it'll be it's a really fun event. Perfect
event for the bass clubs to come attend. Bring their boats and take people out, and not only go out and pick up trash, but introduce some of these kids to our river system and our waterway. Be sure they got life jackets. And,
that's right.
And and I talk about that's at the Demopolis City Landing on September the 29th. Really is when they volunteers. When
that's right.
Volunteer.
September 29th. We'll probably try to take off out of the landing by 8, so if you could start showing up between 7 and 8 to get registered, get your shirt, we'll be ready to go. There'll be drinks, water provided, like you said, everything. So just show up, wear clothes that you could potentially get dirty.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're going to get dirty. You might get your feet wet too.
That's right, and so don't wear your best shoes.
But it is going to be a great event. Floyd, you going to go over there and pick up some trash?
I might. I got to check my calendar.
You are moving and a shaper now.
I want to thank Mike for the T-shirts. I still see a lot of people wearing them around here from the times we've had.
Well, I appreciate you boys being here. Floyd, thank you, man, and congratulations once again on your, I guess it's an award.
They did. I'm still not sure what that's all about.
Well,
I was asked to turn in a little information, and
well,
I did.
You deserve it.
Got somebody to take my picture.
I appreciate it. Mike, thank you so much. Man, I know you're going to get you some sleep, and I'll see you tonight, I promise you. And I hope we can come all get together in Demopolis on the 28th. Go over that one more time.
September the 29th for the volunteer day over at Demopolis City Landing. We'll leave the landing about 8 o'clock that morning, go out in boats, pick up trash for a few hours, and have a lunch. It'll be fun. So hopefully we can make it work out where you can join us too.
Renew the Rivers, Alabama Power Company, a great program, cleaning up our rivers all over the state of Alabama, well, all over the southeast for that matter. And I appreciate Mike and Floyd and the good job that they do. And we're going to take a break. I got two old veteran alligator, well, I ain't going to say alligator hunters, but old veteran river folks in the city and with me for the next hour. Y'all don't want to go nowhere, because I'm going to tell you what, we finna learn something. Next segment on Getting Outdoors Radio Network.